Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It is me, Ultraw. Let me know, guys, if you can't hear me or anything. I will try to balance the audio and things like that. How is everyone doing? I see you guys in the chat. Silent, Aina, Happy Bringer, welcome to the chat. Dan Plains. RT3 Facts is here in the chat. All right, guys, we have an update coming in only 3 minutes, guys. How exciting, guys! Feel free to ask questions in the chat, but this is not going to be it's not going to be a Q&A stream. It's going to be more of I'm gonna be like running admin commands and stuff. It's gonna be a really fun stream, guys. Thank you for coming into the chat, guys. So let's see. I'm in a public server, guys. I might need to be careful with with everyone following me and stuff. Let's see. So let's get ready to Chef Luigi. I have my admin console here, guys. We have the update coming in 2 minutes, guys. This guy's in the stream right now. This is so exciting, guys. Yeah, so as soon as the update comes out, guys, I'm gonna show you right here exactly what is in store. We have 1 minute and 38 seconds. Let's see, I'm going to send an announcement here. I'm going to say almost time for the update. And yes, guys, make sure to join Restaurant Tycoon 3 if you're not in the game already. And make sure to like the stream so we get more people watching, more people playing. You know, you could put the stream up on one device and then open Roblox on your other device, and you know, that would just be perfect, right? The perfect way to spend your afternoon. We've got 55 seconds, guys. I need to open, I need to make sure that I'm ready to use the commands and stuff as soon as the update goes live. Hi guys, I'm about to release the update. Right, I have a command right here that I can play like a trailer sound effect. Did that work? I can't hear it for some reason. Maybe maybe the sound effect came through, maybe it didn't. Right, let's see. I'll say update just started. I'll say let me introduce myself. These are like global commands, guys. Let's see. Right, shall I? I'll say this isn't a normal admin event, but I'll still show some cool stuff. Let's see, I'll say... I'll do an announcement. I'll say, let's start a super rush hour. Okay, this is gonna be fun, guys. I'm gonna literally start a super rush hour. Let's see. I've got this announcement, and I've got this announcement as well. Okay, let's hope this works, guys. I'm gonna start a super rush hour. Did that even work, guys? Oh my gosh, this might not even be working right now. Oh wait, let's see. Admin, rush hour, super rush hour. There we go. I got it working, guys. So super rush hour is now active. Speedy staff and gold rush. Let's see. I'll say you might be asking, what is this update? This is a live command, guys. This is how I run the admin commands. Let's see. I'll put first we added 10 times new modern furniture items. I'll put you can find them in build mode. New section. We added some content creator codes. You can unlock posters, statues, and trophies of your favorite content creators. I'll put use code Ultraw eats for Alright, I'm gonna give everyone a copy of my poster. Right, I just have to figure out exactly what the item ID is. I think it's E14. Alright, let's see. Admin, inventory, E14. There we go. Everyone just got 1 times Ultraw poster, guys. If you're in Restaurant Tycoon 3 right now, you will get an Ultraw poster. And look right there. Right there in my inventory, guys. And I'll put in this update we also added customer exit blocks. So you can choose where the players leave your restaurant. No, where the customers exit your restaurant. And that's it for today's update, guys. I'm going to show the stream in a second, guys. I'm going to show you all the new features. First, let me drop some cash in Restaurant Tycoon. Let's say, before I go, let me drop some items for everyone. Let's see. What should I drop? I think I should drop some... let's see. Admin, diamonds. Let's give everyone 15 diamonds. There we go. 15 diamonds. There's 15 diamonds. And what else should we drop for everyone, guys? Make sure you're in Restaurant Tycoon 3, by the way, if you want to join in on these drops. Let's see. Let's do admin cash. 100 cash maybe? I don't even know. What's the command for cash? I need to figure this one out. Admin. All right, let's see. Admin cash. Let's see. I can't even figure out how to drop cash. Let's see. Nah, the cash isn't working for some reason. I don't know why, guys. I don't know why. At least the rush hour works, guys. Right, I'm gonna give everyone I hope you enjoy this update. I have another surprise. Let's see. I'll drop the rarest item in the game for everyone. The admin trophy. Let's see. Admin inventory. Come back next Friday for the next update. Alright guys, I'm sorry if I've been ignoring the stream. I've just had to run the admin commands for everyone.
Bye bye.
Alright, now guys, now it is the time where I shall be showing everyone in the stream all the latest features in Restaurant Tycoon 3 today, guys. So I'm just going to log on to the development server. This is where we like test the new features and stuff like that. And I'll also be checking the chat on YouTube. I know we're streaming on TikTok as well, but I'll only be monitoring the chat on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, please ask me some questions. Pixel Void says, when are you updating Clone Tycoon? We're always working on Clone Tycoon. You know, we might have some things planned. Let me just say that. Taurus Dragon says, will this admin trophy stay around? Because the last one's got deleted from my inventory. Yeah, it should stay around. Even if you, like, demolish your restaurant or something like that, it should always stay around. Right, guys. Let's show some features. Let's show some features of this update. So, first, you want to go to build mode. You're going to go to the new section. TikTok, you might not be able to see this properly, but essentially we have about 10 new decorative items. So if you go here, we've got some really short grass. So this short grass is really useful for decorations. Then we have medium-sized grass, and we have some tall grass as well. So this is like really useful for decorating. The game didn't even have grass before, so that's really useful. Let's see. The Mr. Plays in the chat says, add Karen NPC, which can demand VIP seats. Ooh, I don't know about that. We do have rude customers, but I think calling them Karens is a bit rude. Maybe we could make it so they demand VIP seats. That's a pretty good idea, to be honest. Right, let's show some more items from the pack. We have string lights. This is like one of the most highly requested items, guys. String lights. Look at how festive this makes my restaurant look, guys. What a brilliant item suggestion. Whoever suggested this, thank you so much for suggesting it. That like looks lovely on my restaurant. Let's see who's in the chat. Tamim says, wait, I missed the posters. Well, you're in luck. The posters, there are codes for each of them, right? So, to earn the posters, what you have to do is you want to go into the shop here, and then you want to go down to redeem codes, and then you want to use the content creator codes. Now, my code is Ultraw Eats, like Ultraw and then Eats. And if you submit that, you get the Ultraw trophy, Ultraw poster, and Ultraw statue. And then they will appear in your inventory right here. And then you can decorate your restaurant with them, just like this. But the other content creator codes won't be released by me. You will need to find content creators or Restaurant Tycoon 3 YouTubers, and it's up to them to release their own codes. But let me tell you, there are 8 different YouTuber codes to collect in total. Thank you, Game FVG, for subscribing. There are 8 different YouTuber codes to collect in total, and so each YouTuber has their own poster, trophy, and statue. Let me turn this guy around. He's facing the wrong way. So yeah, you haven't missed them, guys. You just need to find the codes. You might need to go on social media and search for them and stuff like that. But the only code that I can give away is Ultraw Eats, and that is a good code for some good items. Let's see. Just Lord in the chat, giving out some codes. If you want to, scroll up a bit in the YouTube chat, and I'm sure if you make enough friends in the Restaurant Tycoon 3 fan base, someone might know a code. Saint Stin says, please update Skyblock Tycoon 2. You know, I do love like Skyblock games. I used to play it so much on Minecraft, and I loved bringing that to Roblox. But I haven't updated it in a while. You are right. You are right. Right. Let me show you guys some more of the items we've got in today's pack. We have the hanging plants, which were added. That looks really nice on my pillar right there. And there are 3 different variants of the hanging plants. Thank you, Jasper, for subscribing to the channel. Let's see. So those are the hanging plants. We also have the triangle overhangs. Now, these don't really fit my restaurant at the moment. They don't really fit this restaurant, but I'm sure some restaurants, these wooden overhangs would look so nice. And then shout out to one of our biggest fans and tester and moderator called Connor. He suggested that we added the bleeding hearts plant. So this is the bleeding hearts plant item right here. Let's see, you can paint it however you like, and I'm sure you can do some creative things with that plant. User QD says, please add a display for a bakery. Yeah, that's completely planned. I remember in Restaurant Tycoon 2 where you could build like a food display stand and then choose what foods are inside it. We are planning to add the exact same thing into Restaurant Tycoon 3. Anonymous YouTube user says, hey Ultra, I'm sorry to ask, but are you able to add a free cam button for those who can't chat on Roblox? There is a button that looks like this. I don't know if you can see that. My chat bubble. It's right under like the escape button on your keyboard and above the tab button. And if you press that, it'll show enter command, and then you can put in free cam. Anyone can do this. And then once you do that, you'll go into like free cam mode, and you can take pictures of your restaurant. And this is like for anyone. That's a very useful tip right there. And I don't know if you can see, but the map is so hazy, right? If you want to turn off the white haze, you just go into weather and turn it off, and now everything looks crisp and clean and HD, even the background. So yeah, thank you MonCRNN for subscribing. We just hit 200k subscribers on YouTube, guys, so that was the last goal that we just hit. So I guess the next goal will be 250k subscribers. We are quite far away at the moment, but every little helps, so thank you for being in the stream. Bob Zero says, Ultraw add some mods to the chat, too much spamming, and please add delivery. Yeah, I didn't have too long to set up the stream today, so I didn't turn on like the subscriber only mode and stuff like that. But next stream it will totally be fixed. Alright guys, just give me a minute. I just need to change the icon for Restaurant Tycoon 3 because it still is showing like the sand timer. I'm just going to change it so it's no longer the sand timer, and I'm just going to change the title just so I'm going to put update. I'm going to put right, I've just changed the title and the icon for the game, just to show everyone that there is an update today, guys. And then as soon as I get off the stream, I need to like post on my Instagram story and TikTok story and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll be streaming for another 10 or 20 minutes maybe. Cornel Custard says, add delivery and president. Delivery and president. Yeah, both those things will be coming for sure. Maybe closer to the summer. Okay, where was I? Where was I, guys? I don't know where I was. So, the other thing we've added in today's update is the exit block. So you might be asking, what is the exit block? Well, say you want your customers to enter this way, but you want them to exit this way. All you need to do is go to... You need to go to blocks, and go to customer exit block and place it wherever you want the exit to be. So now let's serve these customers, and then we will see which way they exit. So serve these fish and chips. MonCRN says, please say hi, Monique. Hi, Monique. I hope you're having a great day. I hope everyone's having a great day. And I hope everyone enjoys the update. There's not going to be an admin abuse today. I did a little admin event. But not a big one. Just a small one, just to show everyone what the update is. So let's collect these dishes. And yeah, so... our customers now enter this way and they exit this way. So I don't know what kind of cool designs people might want to do with that, but yeah, it's here now. Let's see. Right, we're going to do a Q&A with the chat, guys. We're going to finish at about half past the hour, but let's do a Q&A with the chat. Sceniac says, yay, update day. Sceniac is one of the most supportive Restaurant Tycoon YouTubers of all time. He's been around since the old days of Restaurant Tycoon, and now Sceniac has his own code for some. He's got his own Sceniac poster, trophy, and statue. I don't think his code is very hard to guess. Maybe if you just guess guess codes, you might be able to figure that one out. But it's up to Seniac himself to officially decide if he wants to announce his code, or maybe Seniac just wants to keep his items to himself, so no one else can get them. Who knows? Let's see. Silent Nakamura in the chat says, are we going to have a 4th floor? I don't know about that, you know. 4 floors is a lot for a restaurant. You know, this is just like a restaurant simulation game. What restaurants in real life have you seen with 4 floors? That would just like turn it into Tycoon madness. Maybe we can consider it. If enough people want it, we can add it. Seniac says, can anyone guess my code? Good luck, guys. I'm sure no one can guess what the Seniac code is. I think a lot of people have already guessed already. Bob Zero says, is it possible to have multiple entrances and exits? Yes, it is. So if you go to more and you go to blocks, you can see the spawn block here. So say you want some customers to spawn here, but say some customers will spawn right here. So now half my customers will spawn at the back entrance and half my customers will spawn at the front entrance. Thank you Katie for subscribing to the channel. Next goal is 250k, because we just hit 200k a couple weeks ago. Khalil says, can you please add bus stops? That would be pretty cool, actually. Imagine, right, if you're just on the Restaurant Tycoon 3 map and then a bus just comes down the road and all of a sudden you have about 20 new customers, and they all like fill your restaurant all at once. Like a Fortnite battle bus that's just like flying through the sky and people just like arrive at your restaurant like crazy. I don't know, guys. You need to let me know what you want. Petals, hi, welcome to the stream. Thank you, Emmanuel Bussy, for subscribing. AK Sent Games says, Ultraw, can I become a tester? We do have some testers in our Discord server, guys. If you go to the social links of the game, there should be a Discord server link if you're above the age of 13. And in there we have testers, but you do need to like post bug reports and things like that. And if you contribute a lot to a fan server, then you might become a tester. Xfong says, thanks for listening to my grass suggestions. Yes, thank you for the suggestions, Xfong. A lot of people have been suggesting the grass. I don't know how we didn't have any grass before, but like if you just want to make the side of your plot look realistic. I'm just not a very good builder, but this just looks so much better with grass, doesn't it? And thank you for 100 viewers on the stream, guys. NL Malik says, please add new customers. It's a great idea, and if you have suggestions, for what type of new customers to add, you let me know, okay? Hugo Phoenix says, more staff. We are working on adding more staff, actually. We certainly are. Right, guys. Let's see what more questions we have in the chat. Lex says, can you add working TVs? Now, you know what? Let's see. We have the wall TV and we have just the regular TV. It'd be so cool, wouldn't it? Just like click them and they would turn on. Yeah, I think we should add that for sure. 100%. I don't know. I need to like commission someone to make some Restaurant Tycoon channels. Like, okay, what channels would there be, guys? Like a a cooking channel for sure. Definitely a cooking channel. Restaurant news. Roblox news hosted by Seniac. I don't know. Nature channel with like shots of the farm and the barn. I don't know. Purple Pushin says, can you add cars that we can drive around the map? Yeah, that would certainly be cool, wouldn't it? We've got all these roads but no cars. What are we doing? Sri Lankan says, can you add a Sri Lankan flag? That's interesting. We do have Sri Lankan translations. I forget what the language is called in Sri Lanka. But we do have translations, but we don't have the flag. So we certainly can consider it, that's for sure. Let's see. King James says add a bar update. Maybe we could add a bar if it only served mocktails, maybe. We can't add cocktails because, you know, alcohol isn't allowed on Roblox. Bob Zero says, Ultraw, do you plan on updating Restaurant Tycoon 2 or completely move on to Restaurant Tycoon 3? Very interesting question. If you go to the Restaurant Tycoon 2 page on Roblox right now, there are two updates scheduled. The first update that's scheduled is the Modern Home update, which is next Thursday, I believe. And then in a few weeks' time, we're also doing the St. Patrick's update to Restaurant Tycoon 2. So we don't push the updates as hard, but we certainly do still update Restaurant Tycoon 2 with small bits of new content to keep people going. So that's certainly a yes, my friend. All right, guys. A few more minutes, and then the stream is going to be over, guys. Get in your final questions. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Tycoon says, please add a basement or underground upgrade. It's a great idea. It's just really hard for us to pull off. Hinan Malik says, add a customer who comes in with a date and proposes. I think that might not be allowed with the Roblox rules on like romance and stuff like that. But it's a very creative suggestion, I'll tell you that. Silent Nakamura, there is no admin abuse. I did a mini admin abuse just to introduce the update, but besides that, there is nothing, no. Best Block says, Ultraw, can you please add free sandbox mode? We can't add it for free, unfortunately, but if you have a friend who has enough Robux, they can gift you a Game Pass using this button right here. Strange Child says, add more customization options for the workers. Yeah, that's a good idea. A lot of people suggest like assigning them to kitchens and stuff like that. Daniel says, please add cars on the road. Yeah, we're definitely considering that, and I'm sure it will come maybe in the summertime. Bob Zero says, Ultraw, you're the best Roblox developers in the midst of all the brain rot. Keep going. And on that note, maybe next week's update is the Feed the Brain Rots update. You never know, guys. It could happen. You know, what if Tung Tung Sahur just like runs into your restaurant, guys? You never know. No, I'm not gonna add brain rots, guys. I promise. I promise there will be no brain rots. I'm sorry if you did want brain rots, but not in Restaurant Tycoon. Not in Restaurant Tycoon. We're above the brain rots. All right, guys. Anonymous says, thanks for telling me how to do the free cam without chat. Yeah, that's like, it's like something that only like 1% of Restaurant Tycoon players know. You can use this button and a command bar opens and you can just type in free cam. Like, oh, yeah. And you can take screenshots of your own restaurant and like share them on social media and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the stream. I'm going to log off now, but yeah, leave a like on the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel or follow my TikTok if you're not already. And I need to go because I need to post the update on my TikTok and my Instagram and stuff like that. But for now,